This is Wine Bros. It's time to uncork another story.
Setting up the intro for each series feels good to me. You know, Scott's the oldest, so I don't always get the microphone too often. While Scott grew up in Sacramento, I grew up in Central California, where Paso Robles was always one of those places we just drove past to get to the beach. About 2 hours from my childhood home, halfway between Los Angeles and San Francisco, Paso is a cattle town. It's a farming community, a place where pickup trucks outnumbered wine critics by about 1,000 to 1. And somehow this place has found a renaissance in wine. Today, Paso is one of California's most exciting wine regions. It's massive in size, but it's incredibly diverse, and home to some seriously talented winemakers. But honestly, I get this place. The farming communities working 15-hour days, country music playing in the town square, because underneath it all, Paso still feels like Paso. And that's exactly why we came here. We're going beyond the tasting rooms, into the vineyards, down the back roads. So hey, grab a glass, buckle up, and come see why Paso Robles isn't just a place you drive through anymore. Paso Robles doesn't fit neatly into one wine category. But that's exactly the point. Dry rolling hills and summers hot enough to make you rethink your life choices. Wine came later. The AVA was officially established in 1983. At the time, there was just 17 wineries and about 5,000 acres of vineyard. Today, more than 40,000 vineyard acres, 200 plus wineries, and 60 plus grape varieties. You can drive 20 minutes and feel like you've entered a completely different wine region. And that's the fun of Paso. There's no single formula here. There's a lot of experimentation happening in Paso, and that's exactly what makes a wine region start to become itself. And fortunately for us, we've got a backstage pass to 5 amazing wineries to teach us much, much more. Moving from the east side of Paso over to the west, landscape changes fast. Flat ranch land starts giving way to oak-covered hills, limestone ridges, and vineyards tucked into places that look almost too dramatic to grow grapes. The west side here is where we spent most of our time, especially in the Adelaida District. Adelaida sits higher in the hills, with limestone soils, cooler nights, and the elevation that gives the wine structure and freshness while keeping that unmistakable sun-kissed California fruit. And that's the beauty of Paso. It doesn't have to have one personality, it's a bit bipolar. Come for a weekend, just don't be surprised if you start checking out real estate listings before Sunday. Downtown still feels very lived in, people work here, raise families here, tons of great restaurants. Then you get to places like Tent City, where wineries, breweries, distilleries, and food makers have taken over a set of warehouses and turned them into a very lively neighborhood. It's creative without trying too hard. Tent City is exactly the kind of place that Scott loves to go because there's lots of wine, there's tons of options, and there's absolutely no shortage of opportunities to prove his brother wrong. What makes Paso Robles compelling isn't just the wine, it's the people, it's the range. There's established names, tiny producers, restless winemakers, and plenty of people doing things their own way. They love the land and somehow manage to leave the house clean and come home covered in dust. And that's where Wine Bros Uncorked comes in. We want to show you how the wine is made, who's behind it, what makes these places so special. So this is the Paso Robles series. Come along for the ride. We'll bring the cameras, the curiosity, and someone to keep Scott reasonably unsupervised. God, I hope I don't get car sick. Wine Bros Uncorked, Paso Robles, let's get into it.